That's nice. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Thursday stream. A little bit of a different Thursday stream today. First of all, on Fridays, we have gambling done or doable. And we have it on today instead because tomorrow, of course, we're going to be streaming for a long time all about the Disney Plus Day content. It's going to be wild, man. There's going to be a lot of different things going on. So tomorrow's a different kind of Friday stream. We will be streaming for probably like 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours. It's going to be absolutely epic. So we have gambling on today, right now. Make sure it's on. Double check me in the chat. I know you will. Also, smash the like button on this so we can get this thing going. We're also going to try to do call-ins at the end of the show. Okay, so a lot of the stuff we would normally do on a Friday stream, we're going to do today because tomorrow's stream is just going to be so wild and different. There's actually a lot of nerdy stuff to get into today. We are going to broach some controversial topics. So we'll get into that. And yeah, I have a little spiel and thing that I'll want to say about it because I think at the end of the day, what I really want to do is just talk about the nuanced reasons as to why Disney is in a really precarious situation with Lititia Wright and with Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever, just in general. I also want to talk about what's going on with Miss Marvel, and that whole situation. And Andor got pushed to the fourth quarter of next year. I don't think that's as big of a deal. So we'll get into that as well. But the only thing there is, of course, does that mean The Mandalorian Season 3 is getting pushed as well? We'll get into it. It should be a juicy show. Lots to get into. Plenty of time for Q&A. And then we'll take some calls at the end of the show. And so a couple of you guys will have your voice be heard as well. I'm pulling into the tower. I'll see you in a second. You might think I'm dancing. That's actually how I normally just walk around. I know. It's odd. Everybody's got their own walk, though. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their own walk, You see me walking around the gym, and I'm like... People are like, dude, what's going on with that guy? And I'm like, how you doing? Got good pump over there. Woo! I walk into Starbucks to get a coffee, and I'm like... They usually give it to me for free. They talk to me really slowly. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Let us begin. Let us begin with the most controversial, ridiculous, crazy topic of the day. Let's get it pulled up on the research board. Give me just a second here. Where are we at here? By the way, anybody get the Iron Man VV drop yesterday? It was wild, man. I was really trying to get that drop. I ended up having to buy it in the secondary market, and I was a little bit salty about it. But luckily, I was able to flip. I got one of the Wallies earlier in the week, and then I pulled Thena out of the blind box stuff, and so I was able to sell all of them to get like up over 400 gems. So I ended up just picking up Iron Man yesterday. I needed to have it. Today, Star Wars VV drop. Insane. I tell you what I'm really not trying to do is have to drop like $700 or $800 to get both of those NFTs. But what a pair, man. To get R2-D2 and C-3PO together, I mean... In a perfect world, of course, both Elisa and I will both be able to get one, and we'll get the total pair so we can have at least a pair between us. But pretty crazy. I know some of you guys got the Iron Man yesterday. It's pretty cool, pretty exciting. Okay, let's get into this. So here's the deal on this. It was reported, I want to say last week, actually, like late last week, probably on a Friday, that the production for Wakanda Forever has been paused and that they will resume production in early 2022. The reason given was so that the star of the movie, Lititia Wright, could have more time to heal from her back injury. Almost immediately, I felt like this was a little sus. I hear you, nerd of the rings. I hear you. And I actually might just do a full video where I talk about NFTs, to be honest with you. There's a lot of intrigue. By the way, on the note of NFTs, I'm actually kind of excited for this. I talked about this yesterday. And don't worry. Yes, I am ADHD. And yes, we did just drop right off of the Letitia story because of a comment. So shut your mouth. Like the video. Go get your sister to like the video. Grandma, uncles, aunts, moms, dads. Everybody like the video. Calm down. It's going to be okay. I'll circle back. I always do. I always double back for a friend. You know what I mean? Outlaw Josie Wales. Okay. So, I'm actually having a convo later today with, you know him, you love him, TikTok superstar, one of the biggest influencers in the game. His name's Soups. That's his content. That's the name of his channel. That's the name of his brand, but it's not his actual name. But yeah, Soups reached out to me. We've been in each other's orbit for some time, and he recently got his first NFT yesterday for the Avengers one. And I'm gonna have a convo with him later today. I'm gonna have a phone call with him and explain all of the NFT space. Something I'm very passionate about. I'm very passionate about the space. I mean, to be honest with you, I get super triggered by a lot of people that don't understand what NFTs are. There's all these, like, you know, environmental people that are like, oh, it's ruining the planet, and if you buy an NFT, the sun's going to explode and kill everybody, and, you know, all that kind of crap. You know, NFTs are a scam, all these different things. It's like a lot of uneducated people, a lot of people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I'm excited to sit down and talk to the lad and explain how into the space I am. Now, again, before we get back here, we will circle back. I do want to say, shout out to the vets. Happy Veterans Day. Shame on me for not making this first out the gate the thing. But, yeah, shout out to the vets, man. You know, I have a pretty dope life, in many ways paved for and by people that have made incredible sacrifices, sometimes entire families that just go on and continue to serve. And so, shout out to the vets, man. Shout out to the vets. Okay, now, 10 minutes later, we'll get back into the Shuri thing. So, the original story is that she's got to heal from her back injuries. I immediately thought that was pretty sus. And to be completely honest with you guys, like, we did a video about it. Go check it out. I talked a lot about just the hanging questions, the concerns, the just... You know, maybe it kind of seems like a black cloud of sorts or a storm cloud of sorts hanging over the production. Okay, so it comes out yesterday, and this is the Hollywood Reporter and different trades, which have also reported in the past when Letitia had, you know, do you guys remember the reports where she's spreading anti-vax stuff all over, you know, on the set, telling everybody not to get the jab, etc., right? This story, it's just so wild to me that this kind of stuff is coming out in the Hollywood trades. Like, what is happening here? What's going on? And so it comes out yesterday that she's living in London. She may not, well, she's not vaxxed, apparently. And because of that, Black Panther 2 may well have to delay even further and possibly miss its date because of new travel restrictions. That's what it says here. Meanwhile, Disney may have a problem with Black Panther 2 resumes production. Letitia Wright remains unvaxxed under new travel restrictions. She wouldn't be able to fly to Atlanta set unless her status changes. Okay, so that's kind of the thing. And this blew up. A lot of people talking about this. Many of you in chat are also like, dude, just recast her. Okay? So, what do I not want to make this conversation about? I don't really want to make this conversation about your personal viewpoint or anybody's personal viewpoint on the vaccine, whether or not they should get it, okay? What I want to try to explain is why I don't believe that Disney will recast her and why I think Disney is in such a tricky spot with this movie and with this situation, okay? So, the deal is this, man. You got to understand that Lititia was one of Chadwick's favorite human beings, and there are numerous interviews where he talks and just sort of shows how much he admired her, how much he was trying to go to bat for her, how much he personally really appreciated her. Okay? We don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes, but I would believe, and I kind of feel this way, that one of the only reasons she's even doing this, being the lead, possibly becoming Black Panther, right? Because we're going to have to get into a little bit of what we think is actually going on here. So I apologize. There might be some spoiler stuff going on here. One of the only reasons she's doing that is because of Chad. His legacy. The passing of him, what it meant to everybody, that film. Okay? Because, and why do I feel this way? Because, very early on, she made some comments like, cancel Black Panther 2, essentially. And I can't help but think that was probably because Disney broached her with the idea of her becoming Black Panther. Okay? Now, from what we understand, she's playing ball, and according to Grace's report, and I know everybody's like, wah! According to Grace's report, Letitia herself only wants to be Black Panther for one movie. She doesn't really want the gig, but she's willing to do it, again, I think, because of Chad. So, here's the deal, man. It would have always looked bad for her not to return and come back. It would have been a stain on the movie. It would have been an eyebrow-raising situation. It would have been not good. In a film that already, again, I think has all sorts of questions. I think she didn't even really want to do this. I think she didn't want to be Black Panther. I think she's not that fond of Disney. She, from what I understand, and I don't know, I could be speaking out of pocket here, but I think she's actually conservative and Christian. So, she's an independent Black woman, but she's also, had some conservative ideas and is a Christian. So from Disney's perspective, they've always wanted her to be a big part of this film because it's a good look. And not having her be in the movie is a super bad look. It doesn't matter how you personally feel about Letitia. I mean, sure, it matters at some level, and I want to know how you feel for sure. But what I'm saying is, on the wider, grander scale, that's not what's at stake here. The integrity of this project being a real movie that actually cares about honoring Chad's legacy and Black excellence, representation, and all of these things that really start to, you pile up all of these things. That's what's at stake. The integrity of the project itself. The integrity of the project itself. And so Disney is in such a weird situation with this. What do I think they will do? Probably move mountains to figure it out. Possibly even change plans and go shoot in England. That's what I think. And I think the delay is connected to this. I think the delay and the pause in production is connected to this exact issue. It is connected to Letitia. And so, again, it's one of those situations. What do we always say? Your mileage may vary. But from Disney's perspective, it is a super bad look to fire or recast a person that Chadwick Boseman adored, a person that's likely only doing this because of Chad, and a person that represents multiple very large communities intrinsically important to the audience of this film. The Black community, And I would argue the Christian community as well. The Christian community can definitely make some noise if things are, if somebody draws a line. You know what I mean? Like, it's still one of the biggest religions on the planet. It represents a lot of people. And you don't want to piss off that community. So Disney's in a weird spot, man. Disney's in a weird spot. I honestly, like, my sort of take on all of it, like, my thing is, again, I don't really want to get into the efficacy of, medical whatever. You know what I mean? You guys might not know this. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? I'm just a dude trying to figure it out like most of us, man. But I will say from a business perspective, because that's sort of more what I have anything to say about, I think it's in Disney's best interest to figure this out and to move mountains to figure this out. And they've got to, this movie's got to hit, man. Wakanda's a big deal for them. Wakanda's a big deal for Marvel. If Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever is met with any kind of controversy or disliking from the communities, Marvel fans, the Black community, etc., that is a rough one for them. That is a rough one. So it's a complicated situation. I think that at the end of the day, I still give us like a 70 to 80% chance that the movie will not only be fine, but will come out at its scheduled release for next year. But make no mistake about it, this is what you would call a situation. And Disney has a lot of stuff to figure out. By the way, Disney stock price, last I checked earlier today, taking a big old doo-doo. Missed on earnings pretty badly. Disney's in a weird spot. You know what I mean? Disney's in a weird spot. So, interesting, nonetheless. Yes, we shall move on to the next topic. And that is that it was announced yesterday. I'll try to pull it up on Reddit, actually. I'm not sure where I've got it. It was announced that, you know what? I got it on my Twitter. I've got it on my Twitter. Where are you at? Where are you at, though? Okay, check this out. This is pretty wild. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this. I think it's pretty interesting. Check it out. Ms. Marvel and Andor are both said to be releasing in Q4 of 2022. Now, to me, there's two stories here. Number one is the Andor story, which is it's less interesting to me, but it's still worth talking about. I continue to say, I feel like Andor is going to be a massive show for Star Wars. I've heard it might even get multiple seasons. You might get like 3 seasons of Andor, and Andor looks to fill in a big part of Star Wars lore and the future plans, etc., etc. Tony Gilroy might be involved in all of the different seasons. I've heard George Lucas is involved in some way, though I don't fully understand what that means. Andor's a big freaking deal. It's being positioned in Q4 2022. I actually, Nerd of the Rings was hit me up on Twitter about this, actually. I think we had a little bit of a dialogue about this. It does seem like Andor could be paired with Mando Season 3, and that you might get both of them at the end of next year, which would be pretty juicy. Man, I think we'll get some answers tomorrow, right? Like Disney Plus Day tomorrow. Holy crap, it's going to be crazy. It's so much content, so much fun. I cannot wait for tomorrow's stream. Going to have my coffees, going to have my waters, going to have my snacks. Just I'm ready to go, man. I'm excited. We'll get more answers tomorrow. But for now, what we know is that Andor is going to be releasing Q4 2022. That's a little bit of a surprise. Some of us thought that could be a summer show, even a first or second quarter show. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So you're probably going to get Kenobi next, and then Andor at the end of the year. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will know whether or not Mando Season 3 is expected next year as well. You know? So that's the first part of it. The second part of it's Miss Marvel. This is way more interesting to me. Man, they might have some issues with Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel was announced along with She-Hulk and Moon Knight. It was a triple threat of Disney Plus shows that we didn't really see coming, released. I believe these were announced in 2019 at San Diego Comic-Con. Big deal. A big old deal, man. Or maybe it was D23. I don't remember. Moon Knight, you're going to see something tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm almost 100% on that. She-Hulk apparently is dope, dude. She-Hulk, everything I hear about She-Hulk, the more I hear about it, the more I'm like, let's fucking go. Like, She-Hulk seems dope. And some people are like, ugh, are you actually excited for She-Hulk? And that's when you slap him up. You slap him up real good, pat him on the head, turn him around, and shove him off of a flight of stairs. Yes, I'm excited for She-Hulk. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. It's going to be awesome. Those two shows seem to be going swimmingly. A lot of positive buzz, a lot of hype, and we think they're going to release right on time. But Miss Marvel ain't. Yeah, we got some problems with Miss Marvel. What's going on? What is it about? Well, it's probably about the fucking awful idea they had to not make her an Inhuman and to instead make her a genie? A genie. Or some kind of genie. Or she's met a genie and now she's got fucking magical projection powers, energy type powers from genie stuff. I'm being 100% on that. I'm sorry, Mas. Look, I would say you could dislike the video to show me that you're displeased with my emotional abuse, but soon that's going away as well. So you can dislike the video, but no one will ever know. So, yeah. Trev says, but Feige's so legit. There must be some kind of explanation. I agree, Trev. We'll get into it. Hopefully, they change this stupid genie thing, man. This just sounds dumb as hell. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are other issues with the movie as well. Apparently, the rationale, guys, there was a couple of different things. The main rationale for this, and I don't know if this is true or not, but the main rationale was because they wanted her to actually be on the level of Carol and, what's her face? Why am I blanking on the best character from WandaVision? The one that's going to be Monica Rambeau. They wanted her to be on the level of that. Now, here's what's weird to me. Kind of secretly behind the scenes, it sort of slipped past everybody, but they also delayed the Marvels, right? So the last time we talked about Marvel delays, they did delay the Marvels again. But what I am sort of interested in with that is like, well, what's the deal, Janelle? Like, are they going to adjust that movie as well? Because now they've obviously got a lot of reshoots and changes to do to the Miss Marvel show. I don't know, man. Doesn't feel great. You know what I mean? Now, I feel like I always have to say this because, you know, people will start to get triggered or whatever. But Marvel's going to be fine, dude. Marvel is absolutely going to be fine. They've got a lot of really dope stuff coming. And, you know, I'm not concerned as a fan, but what I will say is we are in a period now with Marvel Studios where it's not all going great. You know what I mean? That's, by the way, where most studios are at. It's making movies really hard, making a show is really hard. Doing what Marvel does is really difficult. But I mean, let's just be fair. Let's just be real. Like, things are a little shaky coming into Phase 4. Some of that's probably pandy stuff. Some of it's probably just the overly ambitious ideas that Feige wants to do. But it's an interesting time. And so following some of these projects like Miss Marvel, like Wakanda Forever, even Thor 4, which, again, kind of slipped under the radar, but is apparently doing a lot of reshoots and isn't necessarily in trouble, but is not going swimmingly, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Miss Marvel exactly, but I would absolutely love it if they killed the genie idea and if they brought in the Inhumans. one of my initial reasons to get hyped up for this movie, or this show rather, was the inclusion of, or at least the possibility of the inclusion of a new royal family, dude. Black Bolt is awesome. You know? Black Bolt's real cool. How come you do Genie but not Black Bolt? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm hoping they can change that up. And so those are the biggest sort of stories of the day, guys. I'm sure some of you guys will have some stuff to say, and we'll go into the super chats. We'll do a little Q&A, and then we'll do a call-in session as well. But a couple other things I wanted to go over. Wild reports, guys, about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. I did talk about this in the video yesterday. Highly recommend you go check that out. I thought it was a pretty good vid. Where's the trailer at? Okay, everybody seems to be losing their mind about the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. A lot of people are reporting like it's coming, theaters got it. No. Not according to Daniel Rickman, who I continue to believe is actually Kevin Feige himself. Don't get mad at me, Daniel, if this makes its way back to you. We've already talked about this privately. You're totally Kevin Feige. It's okay. We can't prove it. You're fine. But basically, Kevin Feige himself was like, bitch, no way. Nobody's got the trailer. This is why I like get. This is why the whole like John Campea situation like bothered me to no end, because we have all these rando Spider-Man accounts and all these rando influencers trying to pop up and act like they know a thing. Bro, these people are getting a lot of shit wrong, and yet y'all get the pitchforks for Grace Randolph? It makes no sense to me. It literally makes no sense to me. There's so many people out there that are goobly glob morons, and they have no idea what they're talking about. It's just crazy to me that people get so incited by people like Campea, people like Grace. It's just ridiculous. So, according to Daniel, no. You're not getting your trailer this week. You're not probably getting it next week either. No theater has the trailer. It's not done. Okay? Grace ran a video a couple of days ago, and again, I talked about this in my video yesterday. She was saying that one of the reasons here is that they're crunching so hard on No Way Home. And when she says they, it's Sony, but Sony has hired out a ton of visual effects companies, some of which would also be companies that would cut a trailer. And they're working so hard on this stuff that they're nervous they won't make the release date. And so one of the reasons is they cannot pull one of these studios away from that work, finishing the actual cut of the film and the visual effects to finish, not do, but finish the visual effects for a trailer. This is what's so, like, how do people not understand what the fuck's going on at this point? Because listen, what happened with all the footage from remember the trailer leaks, okay? And then a couple of weeks later, we get leaked footage that was cut out of the original trailer, and it still had pre-viz work, okay? Even the trailer itself, the official one that we got, Doc Ock, does not look as crispy, clean, 4K beautiful in that. I actually thought he looked kind of bad, to be honest with you, in the first trailer. When you see the Empire magazine, which takes a screenshot of the actual finished effects, it's totally different. It looks way better. How is it not completely understandable that the movie has an insane amount of visual effects? There's also people out there possibly leaking from visual effects studios, so the effects studios themselves might be light on people, right? Right? So there was this big debate out there, like people, Grace said that this is why you're not getting it, this is why it's been delayed, and then like Andy Signore went at her hard, a lot of people went at her hard as usual, and we're like, no, that's not true at all, they have 3 trailers right now. Both things can be true, by the way. And you're like, well, how? Well, think about it. If they're finishing the movie, okay, that means there's a cut of the film right now with not finished visual effects. What do you think they gave to the studios that are cutting together trailers? Do you think they gave them the final cut of the film that doesn't fucking exist yet? No. They gave them the cut of the movie that has pre-viz. So sure, they could have 3 cuts of the trailer with pre-viz in them, and then they would need a visual effects company to polish it up and finish it. How do people get so upset and fight about shit when it all could be the same? You're all looking at the same can of paint in the room. You're just looking at it from different angles. You know what I mean? Drives me crazy. Anyways, a couple other things I wanted to talk about. 2 post-credit scenes for No Way Home. Now, there was a 4chan thing that came out yesterday about the movie that apparently was debunked by Big Screen Leaks. It's not real, so don't worry about that one if you saw it, okay? I did, of course. I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. And then I found out it wasn't real. So apparently you're getting 2 post-credit scenes for No Way Home. One is going to be great, and one will be controversial. I don't know what it means. But this one, this report here really upset me. Can't believe it. Can't believe they've never, like, Marvel's never reached out to Tom Hanks. What is up with that? Should have been on the thumbnail. Should have been the most. It should have been our top story. Tom Hanks, look at that smile. And they never contacted him? What the mother-loving love of mothers? Okay, a couple other things here. Brolin Thanos would need to have a role in the Eternals sequel. That's pretty interesting. I think that kind of came from Nate Moore. Interesting. There was some stuff talking about Captain America 4, which I thought was kind of interesting. He also comments, Nate Moore commented on doing Chadwick's legacy correct, but he also commented on the X-Men, which I thought was pretty wild. Talking about how, like, essentially, you know, you have a film with a lot of representation with the Eternals, which is great, it makes sense, but they don't actually discuss issues of those issues in the film, right? Which might have surprised some of you. Some of you guys are like, what? I thought they definitely did. I got really upset. Are you saying I got upset for no reason? No, they're in there. They just don't talk about those issues. But he kind of implies that, like, X-Men is a literal allegory for civil rights, and that these people are hated because of who they are. So you must have a lot of that discourse and discussion around the X-Men. Here it is right here, yeah. It's fascinating. So, yeah, pretty interesting. That's kind of the stuff that he talks about in that article. So, there you have it, guys. A mixed bag of nerdy news today. Again, I don't think there's any reason to panic. I think Marvel Studios will be all right. You know, I think it'll be fine. So, there's definitely some things happening. And the buzz around Spider-Man's really crazy. And just some of the discussion and the talk that's been going on with it, I find it to be crazy and not the best. But it is what it is. Before we get into Q&A now, and I will be checking out, and I'm hoping I don't have like a problem here. Let me just see something here. Okay, that worked. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Before we get into the Q&A, and I will be checking out all the Super Chats and see what you guys are yelling at me right now. I did want to say we just uploaded a couple of fun items just went live in the Nerd Coin store. So go to denofnerdslive.com to check it out. They're up on the store right now. 2 of these King Killmonger Funko Pops, baby. Yeah. 2 of them, not 1. 2 of them are up in the store right now. Run, go. Spend your Nerd Coin. Free shipping in the United States only. And then I do have a DC thing up there. I've got Damian Wayne Robin available. McFarlane Toys Damian Wayne Robin. To be honest with you, I wanted to put Batman in there as well. And something started to happen with the Streamlabs thing where it wouldn't let me put Batman in the store. I was like, what the hell? Maybe the StreamYard love. Maybe Streamlabs wants me to keep Batman. You know? Maybe that's what that means. I don't know. So go check that out, guys. Grab them up. We're going to put some juicy stuff on the Nerd Coin store next week as well. Okay, let's get into the Q&A, man. Maybe there's some other stuff going on in the world that you guys want to talk about. I'm down to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. So we'll go over the Super Chats. We'll go over the chat. And then we'll do call-ins. Woo! And shout out to everybody that came by the comic reading / gaming stream last night. I had a good time over there as always. 'Twas quite fun. Yes, 'twas. Yo, shout out again to Brady Green and Shane Hopkins who joined the Nerd Vengers yesterday. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's get into these Q's and A's here, okay? Okay, so Tez Brime, first in today, says, hey, Josh, I don't know if you pointed this out, but in the Can't Be a Leak with Daredevil, it's 4 people sitting around a table. Could be the scene we heard about with Tom, with 4 people talking about being a hero. Yeah, it's quite possible that's the scene he's referring to, and maybe that would be nuts. I still feel like he's hinting at a scene with the 3 Spider-Man and somebody else, and I don't think it'll be Daredevil either. But yeah, it's quite possible that that is the scene that he was referring to, and either way, I mean, that's a scene, and it's going to be juicy. So I'm pretty excited, man. I'm pretty excited to see what all of that's going to be about. By the way, there's apparently still some surprises, and I sort of touched on this yesterday in the video. There's still some surprises out there for us. Even those of us that have been checking out the leaks pretty steadily, there's some surprises out there, some big old rumors, nothing really confirmed, but we could be in for some real treats, even those of us that have been following the leaks the entire time. So appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Abit's been seen it with a 6 rubies, I believe. Show your DB shirt with actual standing. No, but I'll do this. It's the best I can do. Billy the Kid Lawrence with a $5 holler says, check out at Spidey Updated on Twitter. Haha. Andrew Garfield has given up trying. Oh, has he really? That's kind of funny. I'd have to check that out. I don't know exactly what that's about, but yeah. For sure. That's awesome. Chirev says with a Canada $5 says, you would say Lucasfilm for Star Wars stuff. Say Marvel Studios for this, not Disney. Be even-handed. It's on Feige, not Disney proper. Sure. Yeah. Definitely not my intention to say that in any sort of hiding way. I do think it's on Feige. Absolutely. But Feige, frankly, has a much better track record of handling almost every kind of situation than Lucasfilm does. So I think, I think that's totally fair. I also think you're a big butthole and shut your mouth. Michael Smith with a $5 house says, gamble Josh's hair on Toby and Andrew. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. But I still feel pretty confident about it, to be honest with you. Like, really, really confident. Appreciate the support. Billy, the Kid Lawrence with a $5 holler says, also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with a heart. I've never heard of this show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents. I don't even know how to pronounce it. John M. Blevins with a $5 holler says, hey, Josh. Never get to catch these live, but I always watch the replay. Love being a part of the community you've created. Take my money, good sir. Hey, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. I think we've got a pretty good community over here. By the way, I will be doing a Nerd Venture stream at 1 today. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things, guys. So if you're a Nerd Venture, come on by for that. I think it's going to be pretty juicy. I just want to say what's on my mind. You know what I mean? I just want to talk to you guys a little bit behind the scenes. So, yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Appreciate the support. RF Gaming Channel says, psst, tomorrow's schedule, what time are we on here? We will be on at 10:30 in the morning. We'll be on at our regular time, but I do think we're going to go for a long time. So, this is, generally speaking, the way I think it's going to go down. We'll start by reacting to some of the trailers and some of the things that are dropped out there on social media. I think you're going to start to see some stuff pop up on Twitter, pop up all over the place, YouTube. It's going to be fun. So we'll probably go for like 40 minutes or an hour of reacting to trailers and announcements as they get dropped. Then we will watch the Boba Fett featurette together. And maybe if there's other stuff going on, we'll watch maybe another featurette as well. And that will be via Disney Plus. So it'll be like a watch party. So if you want to do that, you'll need to bring your own Disney Plus account. And we'll do it sort of watch party style. Then the back half of the stream, I anticipate we'll do a section that breaks down everything Marvel that has been announced so far for the day. And then we will break down everything that happens for Star Wars as an announcement for the day. So that's your basic programming schedule, reactions in the morning. Then we've got in the early afternoon watch party. Then we've got breakdowns for the end of the stream. So we'll break down Star Wars, we'll break down Marvel. And so, yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. We'll be going for a long time. I might be eating on stream like some other people do. And, yeah, we'll just keep it moving. The Star Wars obsession with a $5 holla says, all I went to see is Rogue get her flying powers from Miss Marvel. Other than that, I don't like Brie Larson, so I hope that movie is canned for good. So, yeah, I think you're actually mixing up characters here a little bit. It's Captain Marvel that Rogue takes her powers. Miss Marvel really has nothing to do with that. Miss Marvel's a totally different character, but they're all apparently going to be in The Marvels, which is the sequel to Captain Marvel. I know a lot of people don't like Brie Larson. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care for her either. But I didn't really hate Captain Marvel. Like, I don't really hate it the way a lot of other people do, and I think she's fine as a character. Carol's supposed to be a little snarky and a little bitchy. Like, that's Carol to me. So I feel like Brie Larson's perfect for it. And, yeah, I'm not really that bothered by it. But, hey, again, what do we always say? Your mileage may vary, man. Your mileage may vary. John Shaw with a $5 holler says, Feige couldn't have only come up with this phase for multiverse stuff if he did DMT. Miss Marvel is so boring. Another woke send out, in my opinion. Yeah, totally understand the opinion. Miss Marvel is she is a interesting character. I feel like just like Miles Morales, I actually don't know. Like, obviously, there's some left-leaning ideology and the idea of representation wrapped up in these characters. But for Miles specifically, he actually predates like the all-new, all-different Marvel. Like, he wasn't one of those characters where it just went crazy, right? And they like pushed things. In my opinion, the pendulum just swung way too far to the left within Marvel Comics for a while. You could argue that Miss Marvel is a part of that. I actually think that a lot of the early Miss Marvel stuff is kind of intriguing and it's not bad. It's the later stuff, like in the all new Marvel phase where like you have like champions and stuff, and it's just like, it's pretty cringe. Like, a lot of it's pretty cringe. But I want the show to be good. Like, I'm a Marvel fan, so it's not like I want them to make a trashy, craptastic show. No, I want the show to be dope. I want to do watch parties. I want to have fun with the show, which is why I'm like, dude, put the Inhumans back in there. Like, come on, what are you doing? So, yeah, understand your point. Don't necessarily agree, but Feige's probably definitely done DMT for sure. Nerd Multiverse with a $5 holla says, yo, Josh, gonna go with my lady Venja later to watch Eternals, then come home and get Funkalicious. Can I get a yeah? Whoa, it's like a glitch in the Matrix there for a second. That's awesome, man. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. I like Eternals. I actually want to see it again. Maybe the third act won't be as bad for me, or maybe I'll be like, dude, it's way worse. I can't believe it. So, we'll see. But have fun, man. I think it's an enjoyable film. You know, it's a little long, but yeah, it's an enjoyable project. All right, let's get into a couple more of these here. Star Wars Obsession says, Happy Veterans Day to all those who devoted life and love to the U.S. Den of Nerds is only channel I kept my membership going. Upgrade today. Banging the homies. Thanks so much, man. I really do appreciate the support. And yes, shout out to the vets. Thank you guys for your sacrifice, past, present, and future. It's a big deal. Matters. Billy, the Kid Lawrence with a $5 holla says, at his new movie premiere, a fan said, I hope you're in the new Spider-Man. And instead of flat out denying, Andrew goes, we'll see, man. Okay, so that's what it is? Okay. All right, man. That's awesome. I appreciate the update, Billy. Look, I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? You want me to say, look closely at Tobey Maguire's dick? Because I'll say it. Is that what it takes to get all the views and all the likes? Is that what the game has become? Look closely at Tobey Maguire's dick. Matthew Barres says with a 49 million of some kind of currency, I'm pretty sure we're a billionaire now. Thank you. More like agents of shill. Take my money, sir. Okay, brother, I will. And thank you. That was a good one. That was a good one, my man. My man. Thank you for the billion. Orange Grove 55 with a $5 holla says, any chance Chapek lets Kathleen Kennedy go once Iger fully leaves the company in December? Sure. Yeah, there's always a chance. I don't really see it as a strong possibility. I think if it were going to go down the way that many wanted it to go down, it would have already happened. So look, I'm a guy who thinks Kathleen Kennedy does a terrible job, and I've actually said for a long time that she should step down. For a long time, actually. I don't make a million fucking videos about it or stream about it or say it all the time or even go, whenever her name is brought up. Because I'm just a cool fucking dude. Your mileage may vary on that as well. But I have been relatively vocal about how I think she does a poor job and how I think that they need to get that house in order. But at the same time, let's be fair, bros. All the studios are struggling right now. The Pandy did a big number on a lot of different things. So let's just wait for tomorrow. It's only a day away. So let's just wait for tomorrow. See what happens. And, let's just see what happens. Is it possible? Sure. Is it likely? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Mike, license to shill Porter with a $5 holla says, I love the MCU, but is it possible it's too much content? 13 years ago, there was one project for the MCU. Now there's 9. You mean a year? Yeah. It is possible. This is something they have to figure out, Mike. They have to figure this out. I think they're in the midst of figuring it out right now. But I would also say that, like, if you look at something like Miss Marvel, I think it's clearly, and even like Young Avengers and some of this other stuff, it's not necessarily 4-quadrant stuff. So it's not like all the content is 4 quadrants. They might be going after certain groups here and there. Not all the content's going to end up being for people like you and me, maybe, Mike. So, yeah, is it possible too much? For sure. I don't really think so, though. To be honest with you, I feel like the way the content game is going, people just are constantly looking for more content, and I think Marvel has the ability to deliver this amount of projects and have them be either enjoyable or intrinsic over and over and over and over again. So we'll see. But yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. T-Love, a.k.a. the Silver Lurker with a $5 holla says, I wanted to watch the stream last night, but when I turned on, Lady Lurker slapped me, revoked my nerd-venging privileges, and said you suck at games. Damn it. Damn it. You know, we started out stronger. I feel like we had some good Apex games. My first Halo game was incredible, and then I really fell off. I don't know what happened. I had one of the worst Halo games I've ever had. I almost rage quit and deleted the stream. So somebody said, dude, you're drinking too much coffee. Maybe. Because I started out, the aim was solid. It was on. I was feeling great. And then as time went on, I got a little bit more jittery. So maybe it was the coffee. But overall, I would say an upgrade from last week. So you tell the Lady Avenger that. Chthonic Echo with a $5 holla says, the end of this year is so hype for nerds. Hashtag take my money. Bro, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I'll say this, man. I'm super excited. I can't wait for the Nerdvenger stream today, too, man, because things are just going so well, for the channel and the brand, and, we're making some moves, baby. I'm feeling good. We've had a couple of massive streams lately, and we're just doing our thing, man, having fun, and I think that the future is really bright for the Nerdvengers, so I'm excited, man. I really am, and you're right. You're right about that one. Mike, license to shill Porter, follows up with a $5 and says, in Phase 4, except for a couple, there's mixed reviews. I love all 9, but mileage may vary. I'm here for all the MCU. Bring it, but bring good. I absolutely agree with you on that one, Mike. I would say I think some of the shakiness that's going on right now is absolutely a part of sort of ambition and also really weird circumstance. So it's like a weird sort of thing. It's a collision of massive ambition on the part of Feige and Marvel Studios with also a complete change in a lot of different ways, from a production level, from a scheduling perspective, what's going on with the box office, you know what I mean? All these crazy things are happening. It's pretty wild. So I think a lot of the shakiness right now is actually completely understandable. And as a fan, I'm not like particularly upset, butthurt, or like in panic mode at all. You know, when it comes to Black Panther, it's like it does kind of irk me a little bit. I can't help but feel a little just weird about the whole thing. Like, I think they should recast T'Challa. I don't know. We'll see. Miss Marvel was never really that interesting for me, so the fact that it's having troubles doesn't really shake me up at all. I think Moon Knight's going to be titties. I think She-Hulk's going to be dope as hell. So, man, we're about to watch one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, bro. Like, Spider-Man No Way Home is about to blow your hair back, man. Spider-Man No Way Home about to blow your hair back. Star Wars Obsession says 500 people and only 235 likes. Get those likes up. I agree. Get the likes up, people. Come on, man. Smash the like button. What do I got to do? What do I got to do to get the likes? I mean, soon you won't be able to even smash the dislike button. I mean, you technically can, but no one's going to see it. So, who cares? Who cares about it? Billy the Kid Lawrence says with the $5 at his new movie. Oh, okay, so dude, this chat I need to catch up with this chat. Just Fernie, member for 7 months at the Prime level, says someone hit my car on the freeway today on the way to work, so I called out. Shout out to the guy that hit me because I was able to make the morning stream. Damn, Just Fernie, that's bad, but also good. I mean, I hope that everything works out, but yeah, enjoy your day off. I hope you're not banged up at all. Hope you be all right, brother. Brucito says, member for 5 months, says, I would love to see as an after credit scene, Bree in a coma in the hospital. No context, no explanation. Damn, dog. Cold as ice. Cold-blooded. Yeah, I don't feel that way. But all right. The Star Wars Obsession upgraded to the Prime membership. My man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Bradley Rollins, member for 11 months. Holy crap. Says, girlfriend don't want to see Eternal, so I'm taking her kids these weekend. P.S. I'm enjoying the show to a bowl of garlic juice. Love you, nerds. Damn, dog. That is a twisting, turning story of a message there. I don't even know what to make of this. Girlfriend didn't want to see Eternals, so I'm taking her kids this weekend. Oh, to see Eternals. Okay. P.S. I'm enjoying the show to a bowl of garlic juice. Love you, nerds. Is that a typo? Come on, man. Let's be honest. You getting high. I'm not trying to let's just call a spade here. Ain't garlic juice, bro. Anyway. Appreciate the support. Thanks so much, man. Diamond Joe with a $5 holler says, had to miss yesterday and most of today's stream. Still showing love, though. Can't wait for tomorrow. Y'all, it'll be a great day for all nerd ventures. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Tomorrow's going to be dope. Tomorrow's going to be dope, man. I'm excited. It's going to be a good day. We're going to have to take plenty of little breaks, though. So we might be going around the tower to just stretch out a little bit, roll the shoulders out, touch your toes, take a couple deep breaths and just get it going like that. Somebody says, are we watching cartoons this Saturday? No cartoons this week, just because tomorrow's going to be such a long stream. Tomorrow's going to be crazy long. So, yeah. One more thing I want to do before we get some call-ins going in here. I do want to head on over, hopefully, if it loads. What is happening today? What is going on, dude? I'm having technological difficulties. When I tell you I tried 60 different ways to to get the frickin'... What do you mean get started? What is happening, bro? I tried 50 million different ways to get Batman on that Nerdcoin store. I was like, what the hell? We're just going to have frickin'... Okay, right on. Garlic juice. That's... Hey, you do you, man. That sounds great. I'm sorry I accused you of kidnapping children and blazing the whole way. My bad. Living with Dameron says, I tagged you in a tweet from Cosmic Circus. Says there won't be an overarching Marvel villain, but instead smaller villain arcs. Phase 4, Phase 5, Phase 6 each get one. That's pretty interesting. That is pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, man. Thanks for tagging me on that. That's pretty interesting stuff. Cool. Okay. We're going to do a thing. It's random. It's out of nowhere, but I'm going to buy some memes. Let's head over to the BBS website, thedenofnerds.com. If you haven't been over to thedenofnerds.com, go over there and check it out, man. It's a really interesting site. By the way, guys, if you are a Nerdventure member, next Monday, we are going to have a big old meeting with all the Nerdventures about the BBS website. And I want to talk about the future of the site. What do we want to do with this site? I have some things I want to talk about with it. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and we'll make a decision as a community together. But for now, let's just check out these fun memes. I'm going to purchase some of these up over on the meme board at thedenofnerds.com. So, okay, this one, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Creative, hilarious. I'm buying it. That's a good meme. I wants it. Good job. Oh, and by the way, please use the memes board when you're doing the meme stuff, guys, or at least post it within. I think if you post in all boards, it'll still get posted, but I'm not 100%. Yo, this one's pretty good, too. I'm going to buy this. He said, what did he attach his web to? Uncle Ben. Oh, yeah, here we go. Boom. I like this. 8 out of 10. I am the Friday now. What's this? Deadpool when Wolverine can't be circumcised because of their regeneration abilities. Oh, they can't be circumcised because of their regeneration abilities. That's a good one. Touche. Good for you. I'll buy that. 8 out of 10. What's this one? You got a heart, kid. Where are you from? Your mom. Really? That makes you my brother. I didn't understand that reference. I'm just giving that a like. What the hell was that? Whoa, look at this. Sentry, who are you? Hi, Sentry. What about a fight? I can beat you. Eat silence! Damn, dude. That's not even a great meme, but I love the Sentry, so I'm going to buy it. 6 out of 10. That guy. That guy. You're trash, Brock. Oh, shit. This one is a bully. Hilarious. 8 out of 10. Not bad. Just going to do a couple more here, and we'll do this again on Monday. Nice, dude. I like this one a lot. Give that a little purchase here. Her. Baby. Where'd you learn to undo a bra like that? Me. The old, what is this? The old He-Man Skeletor toys? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Well done. 7 out of 10. Good, not great. Can I help you find anything? No thanks. I'm just Liu Kang. Not bad. 8 out of 10. All right, one more. Look, I like that one a lot. One more. How to watch a Den of Nerds video. Smash like. 2. Enjoy. Number 3. Shut your mouth. Oh, snap. Dude, this was really fun reading that comic yesterday, though. I had a great time doing that. I'm going to give that a like, too. All right, cool. We'll do some more meme reviewing and purchasing on Monday. Go check out that website if you have not. It is very, very cool. Okay, a couple more super chats I want to go over, and then... Couldn't pass up on the Sentry, bro. Come on now. And then... we'll get some call-ins going on. I'm sure you guys have some opinions about what's up. Zoe says, going to see Eternals again in a couple of hours at the Alamo Draft House. Time to roll something up. Take my money. P.S. Restore the freaking Snyderverse ASAP. I totally agree with you, man. It's crazy. Crazy they haven't restored the Snyderverse. Enjoy yourself, man. I've never actually been to a draft house. I've heard they're super cool, but have not actually been to one. So, all right, if you're a Nerd Venger member and you want to get on the call and yell at me about something, where's the call-in thing? What's happening here? Boom. We're doing call-ins. I'm going to start a stage on the Discord in just a moment. Okay, I'm starting the stage right now. It's called call-ins. Boom. I'll wait for some people to get in here. Raise your hand if you'd like to get on a call. We'll do 3 different calls, at least. Probably just 3. Maybe 4, but probably just 3. So let's see here. First peeps in. Okay, I think. Let me see here. Matei was first in. Let's bring him on. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? You're live. How are you?
Hey, hello. I'm doing good. Just came back home from school, just in time to watch the stream. So.
Oh, really? Good. That's awesome. Where are you at in the world?
I'm in Prague, in Czech Republic. Yeah.
So
not much going on here. No concerts, but hey, Marvel shoots a lot of stuff in here, so
that's true.
Hopefully,
that's true.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind, man?
Well, I forgot. But I just had this thought recently. I was just kind of thinking about like the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I feel like we didn't really get, at least for me, we didn't get enough like Avengers movies, like with the original 6, I guess, or whatever, how you can sort of change it up. But I just kind of wish we got maybe one more Avengers movie before Civil War, because really we only got the Avengers for what, 2 movies.
Yeah.
Then they broke up.
Yeah.
Then in Infinity War they were kind of like all over the place and weren't really united. And then came back in Endgame, but we really only got like 2 movies when they were together. So I kind of wish maybe we'd get just like one more between that. And I was talking to some of my friends and they agree. So maybe how do you feel about that?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll touch on this for a little bit. I think that's a pretty good point. I'm gonna take you on out here just so we can get some more people in here. But I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
And let me talk about that. I think that's a great point. When I was going back and I watched Age of Ultron recently, and one of the things I'll really say about that film is that, especially in the first third, it really feels like an Avengers comic. Like the established chemistry between the characters, all of them being at Avengers compound. I really do wish that vibe and like that, because it really feels like Avengers from the comics. I really do wish we had more of that. And so I agree that would be a really great thing, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of goes all over the place, tells all these different stories. But if you really think about it, it's true. The Avengers kind of come in and then they're kind of disassembled. And currently, I don't even know how well assembled they are. One of the things that was spoken about by Nate Moore in that article was that he didn't think that Captain America, Sam Wilson, was actually going to be a part of the Avengers or officially recognized as an Avenger right here and now. And so I absolutely agree with you. The only thing I will say is that I continue to hold out hope that the original Avengers team, at least most of them, will return in Secret Wars. That really and truly right now we're at a place where, the Avengers, it's really weird. It's not, what we would want. We want more of that kind of stuff. And I think people are really missing that franchise. I strongly feel that first OG team will be back and will be calling the shots in Secret Wars, but they'll also have to converse and contest with the new Avengers and what's going on with that. So, I appreciate the thought. I appreciate the question. And, it's real. It's totally a real thing. Again, I really feel like Age of Ultron has the best comic book Avengers just feeling, especially in that first third of that movie. It's really, really cool. Let's get Dirty Nap in here. Then we'll do Renee. Then we'll do Ross. Dirty Nap, you're on live. What's up, man?
You hear me?
I got you.
Sweet. Yo, I kind of want to pick your brain on your thoughts with Obi-Wan and Vader fighting again. Because I think it's going to be a dream flashback. I think Obi-Wan's going to wake up sweating, and maybe he sees Anakin doing his thing down a hallway, killing some younglings. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think they fight again or not?
Yeah, I actually strongly feel that they're gonna fight again, and it's sort of implied in some of the leaks and rumors that Obi-Wan is gonna be crazy strong, and so Obi-Wan may be at a really interesting place as a Jedi, and I think also Vader at this point is like not necessarily Apex Vader, but he's really, really close, and so I do believe that they will have an actual fight. I think it's possible that some of the tension for the show will be created via visions and memories. So I think you'll get some of that. But no, I actually absolutely believe that they're going to meet up and have a big old fight, bro. And I think it's going to be pretty crazy.
Do you think Obi-Wan's going to be as strong as you're saying because of Qui-Gon? Do you think
Yes.
there's going to be some Force?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's my big thing is like, I think he will have some training with Qui-Gon, and I think that he will be at a very crazy place with his Force powers, which is why, like, when Maul comes a-knocking in Rebels, like, he doesn't sweat it at all. Like, he knows what's up. He's over 9,000 with the power level. So, yeah, I think that's going to be where we're at. I think the thing with that will be, what do you do with such power, right? And if you really think about A New Hope, Kenobi allows himself to be destroyed, or at least he enters the Force in that fight with Vader, and he knows Luke is watching. So he's doing something in the cosmic sense that's bigger than just him as a mortal trying to beat Vader. You know what I mean?
So you think they're going to flesh that out maybe in the series? Like why he's so powerful to be able to just disappear?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think that's going to be something that's established in the series, is him just reaching this new level of power, but also an understanding and appreciation of like what to do with that power. So I think he's going to be kind of Gandalf in a lot of different ways, like has an incredible amount of power, but what do you do with that power to fight against evil? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Awesome, brother.
Right.
Hey, man, you're going to have to carry me in some Apex again soon and teach me how to use the paddles when I get a pro controller.
Yeah, man, you got to get a pro controller because that's like a big gap for Apex. I feel like is people aren't able to heal and do all that thing because they got to take their thumbs off.
Yo, you're right. You're right. That's absolutely true. And you can map just healing to one of the paddles. True. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right, brother. Thanks a lot for the support. I'm going to take you out of here. Okay.
All right. Have a good day, man.
You too, brother. All right, we'll do Ross and then we'll do Renee. I want to know what's on your mind. Ross, what's up, brother? Uh-oh. I can't hear you, my friend. It looks like your voice is going too, so I don't know. It looks like you're talking, but I can't hear you, my friend. You might have to reset it, or maybe there's something else going on. I'm going to bring Renee in for now, but then I'll get you back in here, Ross, okay? Renee, you're live. But it says you're muted, bro. You might have to unmute. It says you have yourself muted.
Can you hear me now?
I got you, my friend. What's on your mind?
So, I was wondering, you were saying about like there's going to be other villains, I guess, introduced in Spider-Man or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the chances that it's going to be, what's his name, Morlun, considering that like we've already seen the Spider-Verse stuff as far as the animated show or movie, and now they're bringing kind of a Spider-Verse thing into the quote-unquote MCU, the Sonyverse, whatever you want to call it. So what are the odds that we're going to see someone like him in there as a villain soon?
Yeah, I mean, I love that question. I love that idea. It would be really, really cool. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I would say the chances of that happening just in general are not really that great. Even though like a lot of us like comic book fans, we understand it and we'd be like, oh, this would be the way to do Spider-Verse. I don't know. It might be a hard sell to casuals just because they don't know the Inheritors. They don't know Moreland. Like, you could make it make sense as like a vampire being that's, going after the totems. You could totally make it make sense. But even if they do it, I don't know that they introduce it in this movie. And that would be, that would be absolutely insane. I think they could set up Spider-Verse in a certain way. And in a lot of ways, the movie will clearly set up Spider-Verse just by having the other Spider-Man exist and be in the MCU. I don't know if they're hanging out in, the MCU for a while, if they're going away after this or what that will all entail. But that would be fun for me. I personally give it a low chance, but I could be wrong. So.
Cool. All right. Well, I just want to also say Happy Veterans Day to all the veteran nerd Avengers that we got here.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'll talk to you soon, I guess.
All right, my friend. I appreciate the question. I appreciate the thought. And if that does indeed happen, I'll give you all the credit because that's pretty crazy. All right, Ross, let's try to get you in here again. Ross, you're live. Uh-oh, man. I'll give you a minute here. Maybe you got it. Yeah, unmute. I just saw you mute and unmute. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, brother. It's not showing. So last time you were in, it was showing at least like the green around you when you were talking. This time it's not even showing that. So it might be something. Yeah, I see you muting and unmuting. It might be if you check your settings. Yeah, we could try you again one more time. Let me get Kendall in here and see what Kendall's got to say. Kendall. There you are. What's up, man?
What's up, Josh? How's it going, brother?
It's going well, man. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just wanted to touch on the whole Shuri stuff. Dude.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think it could be a win-win if they recast Shuri, bro.
Okay.
Like, I'm not one to tell people to, take dudes to do this, like get your vaccine, do all that stuff, like whatever. But when it comes to the push of the day, like at the end of the day, if a company has rules, you got to deal with those rules. And recasting her to me would be a win-win if you could recast a stronger role for Black Panther. What do you think about that? I don't think she was cast to have this role as Black Panther. I don't think she has the mannerisms to be Black Panther. But there are definitely a lot of female actors that I feel like could fill that role.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, so I think that's definitely a fair statement, and I think a lot of people are in that same boat where they're like, they don't necessarily care. They don't really have all that much allegiance to either the character or the actress, but I just think that like from the studio's perspective, the possibility of a lot of really bad fallout from that situation is like too much of a liability. And I think it really goes back to like I've just seen some interviews where Chad like just speaks so highly of Letitia, and I think they were pretty close, right? So I think that there is a lot of, even if it's not necessarily real, like let's say you're right in the sense that most of the fans wouldn't care. If the studio still feels like it's a probable backlash, then they're going to be really hesitant to do it. But then again, maybe what's happening right now is sort of their way to do that. And to be completely honest with you, I wouldn't necessarily even put it past Letitia for this being her way of maybe trying to back out of it a little bit. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I can see that, man, because she's under a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go from being a side character to being the king of Wakanda, queen of Wakanda. So like that is a lot of pressure that maybe even mentally is something that we're not even thinking about on her end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it could be a way out. And also one other thing too.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people talk about Michael B. Jordan. We were talking about this. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan would be a good T'Challa, to be honest. Like I don't think Michael B. Jordan has the physique or honestly just matches what T'Challa is as far as like character-wise, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, just gonna throw this out there again. Damn some Idris Franklin from Snowfall. That's my recast pick for T'Challa.
Okay, cool.
Let's get him in through the multiverse.
Okay,
Look him
cool.
up. Go watch Snowfall if you haven't. But damn some Idris. Brilliant.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, it definitely looks like he looks like a lot like Chad in this one picture too. Yeah, man, for sure. I'll take you out of here. I'll sort of speak on this a little bit. I appreciate the support as always, man. I hope you have a good day. Hoping to see you tomorrow. The Shuri thing is interesting. I do wonder how many people out there, because I have this perception of the situation. But if there's like a lot of people out there that just don't really want her in the role, I mean, you could see a scenario where they took that path, they recast her, and maybe there would be a lot of support, because there could be a lot of people like Stormy who, like, for instance, I don't think really care about the vaccination issue. He just doesn't want the movie to be delayed. I think there's a lot of people that weren't necessarily crazy about that character regardless, and they're not really crazy about Shuri being Black Panther. So I think that it could be an interesting situation. Look, I just can't help but sort of hold on to this idea that I think it's kind of a bad look. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. Like, I personally think it would be a bad look to lose her for the movie. And you don't know all the stuff she knows. You don't know all the stuff she could say, which could cast a lot of weird vibes over the movie. So it's a weird thing. Ross, I'm going to try you again, brother. See if we got it fixed up here. Bro, I don't know what's going on, my guy, because now I see the green moving, but I don't hear you. So I don't know what it is, my guy. I could try to walk you through it maybe sometime, or we could try to troubleshoot it. But unfortunately, brother, I'm going to get on out of here from that. Thanks, everybody that called in. Ross, we'll try to get you on next week, brother. I do apologize about that. I'll chill in chat for just a little bit more. And I also want to see, did anybody pick up these things here? It doesn't say anybody got any of the cool Nerdcoin stuff. What? Nobody wants a Killmonger Funko Pop? Nobody wants that Robin? Are you kidding me? Y'all don't like Damian Wayne? Jeez. Ooh, let's see this, actually. I want to see. There's actually might be some breaking news. We actually already talked about this a little bit. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. We got some breaking news. I want to go over this. Also, this music's too sad, chat. Yeah, no. I don't want it. You don't say that. You don't say that. What the hell? Man, is there like some sunspots happening? Is there like some solar flares going on? Am I in the Matrix? Because what the hell is happening here? I can't. Some of my tech is not working at all. What the hell, man? This is pretty dope. We were kind of calling this, but it is still dope nonetheless that this is a thing. Let's check this out. Let's get the call-in logo down. Go over here. Boopity bop, boppity beep, beepity bop, bop, boop. Okay, check this out. Exclusive. An X-Men animated series begins production in 2023. If you've been following myself or Geeks Worldwide closely, you may already have an inclination of what this news may be. I hinted at it in our previous article discussing an upcoming Thunderbolts project, and also threw out some teases in a recent Change My Mind podcast appearance. But since Disney Plus Day is tomorrow, and I don't want to miss out on revealing this info, here it is. Sources close to Geeks Worldwide and within Marvel Studios have informed us Marvel Studios is currently developing an X-Men animated series for Disney Plus that is set to begin production in 2023. Now, I know during the Change My Mind podcast, I indicated I was trying to get more details on this series, as it could end up being something new, something old, or something borrowed. And the fact is, after talking to literally everyone I know, our sources and journalists included, I couldn't get any info beyond an X-Men series is starting in 2023. So that's pretty wild. You know, we've talked about this before. Will it reboot? Will it continue? But apparently it's real, and it's going into production in 2023. We'll be following this pretty closely. But yeah, it doesn't look like they have much more to say other than that. I just want to double check something else, because I saw something else pop up, which is pretty interesting. And X-Men is trending right now. Pretty cool. What else is going on? I thought I saw something else pop up that's pretty crazy. Okay, it looks like a lot of people super hyped up about the X-Men thing. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it on the old news today, ladies and gentle beings. A little bit of Blade stuff. Somebody confirmed that we'll see Moon Knight tomorrow. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Any other things going on in the chat? Let me see what's going on in the chat. Hang on, give me a second here. Okay, so Kendall follows up here with it. Says recasting Shuri will be a win-win if you ask him. That's interesting. Maybe I'm in the minority here. Maybe I'm not the one. Maybe you guys have your beat on what's going on. Monarch says Disney Plus Day tomorrow is going to be dope. Hyped. I am hyped up as well, my friend. I am hyped up as well. Scott F. Oh, wait, we got a Bubba Fett member for 9 months. The Prime level says drinking game. Anytime Josh uses a Joshism, mileage may vary, connective tissue, you know what I mean, shut your mouth, etc. Take a shot. May God have mercy on our livers. Yo, you right about that one. You right about that one. Scott F. says, as a member for 7 months, thank you so much for the support, man. Says, walking around the tower with my diamonds hanging today. Finally made it to 6 months. Appreciate the support, man. Congrats on having the diamond. Also, you know what? You just reminded me of something. Tomorrow, after the Disney Plus Day, which we're going to be streaming all day, right? When we're done, I'm heading to the Diamond Lounge to have a couple drinks and to have a couple smokes. So if you are a Diamond Badge member, make sure you get on the lounge. You got to go to the Discord. You got to get one of the moderators to let you into the Diamond Lounge because we're going to be streaming all day. And then I'm going to need a friggin' drink or two. So we're going into the lounge tomorrow. Probably chill for about an hour with you guys over there in the lounge. So if you want to experience that and you are a Diamond member, do it. Do it now. 2 weeks away from Diamond? Okay, we can let you in, AJ. Hit a mod up. We'll get you in there. Josh, prepare the clippers. Your head will be shaved. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. But I want to smoke special cigarettes with my best friend. Soon, Nikki. Soon. Once you get in there, you'll be like, dang, this place is cool. And holy crap, Josh gets real wild in here. Ooh, man. How about this song coming in? This will be a good way to end it. But I will go over that C-dub chat. I will go over this. C-dub with a very generous $10 holla. Says, Josh, what shows and or movies are you expecting to see tomorrow on Disney Plus Day? Okay, all good, Ross. I'll get into that in just a second, my friend. Moon Knight, She-Hulk, super excited. Possibility of the Darth Maul animated series for Star Wars. That would be sick. I don't know if they're going to talk about it. Kenobi's going to be lit. That Boba Fett thing's going to be lit. So there's a lot of stuff I'm actually pretty excited for. You know what would be great is if we got a little look at either Armor Wars or Secret Invasion. I feel strongly these are very big shows, and I'd like to know more about them. So, yeah, for sure. Those are the ones. Ross says, new phone equal fail. Was going to share some insight I got from Ironheart's head writer. Also, my MCU / Star Wars student club trying to take school off. Oh, for Disney Plus Day? Dude, that's awesome. I hope you can get that off for them. That's incredible. And Ross, hit me up on Discord about that, man. I'm super interested in what Ironheart's head writer had to say. Ironheart was one of the characters it didn't really connect with me very well. And some of the solo stuff was a little bit better, and some of the stuff she did in the Iron Man comic was better than, like, again, what they did with Champions and some of the other stuff after that. So would love to know the insight there for sure. All right, everybody. Much love To all of you Nerd Vengers, Broke Vengers, visitors to the towers, lovers, haters, and everybody in between, thank you guys for another solid stream. Much appreciated. I'll see you guys real soon, as I always say. I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Did everybody leave? Is everybody gone? Wild times, ladies and gentlemen. Wild times. Yesterday, and I said this on the video game stream, or the comic book stream, I was not able to get an Iron Man. I had to drop $400. I'm hoping I don't have to go crazy today, but you know I got to have those Star Wars ones, man. Good luck to all of you on the VV drop later. Wild times, man. A lot of fun, crazy stuff happening in the nerdy world. A lot of crazy, scary stuff happening in the actual world. Removing of dislikes. What the hell is happening? We'll talk about some of it later today in the Nerd Venture stream. But hope you guys are doing well. Hope you got some peace. And I also hope you have got some Bitcoin. Not financial advice. All right. See you later.